I met a gypsy.
Now, in terms of like the grid girl side of it and the promo girl side of it, I actually have no issue with people choosing to earn money that way. I'm not one of those people who's like, ban grid girls. I don't believe that they have a place in motorsport. You know, if that's how somebody wants to earn money, then good on them. It's not. We need
sorry to cut you off.
No, that's all right.
But
I'm probably getting on
no,
a rant.
I like it. But that girl, right? So I know through a personal relationship that one of the girls that's doing the grid girl thing also studying to be a nurse.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you just can't. This is a problem with these blanket things of like ban grid girls. Okay, well, there's a fucking very attractive girl that's been blessed with what she's been blessed with. That's got great relationships with the company that books those girls, because over years she's shown up on time. She's never fucked drivers. You know what I mean? Like there's a really good woman there that is like working, and then the money that she makes from that, she's fucking putting herself through nursing school. So there's a problem with making those statements like ban this, you've probably got there's 100% dickhead versions of those girls that, you know, but there's 100% dickhead drivers.
Yeah, totally. And unfortunately the girls who receive the bad press, the drivers don't receive bad press in that respect. I remember talking to a girl at Clipsal, and she'd been a Clipsal girl for like 5 years in a row while she was doing her 7 years of medical degree of becoming a doctor. And then they banned Clipsal girls. And like, you know what you could have done? You could have kept your quota of Clipsal promo staff, made them half male, half female. Yeah. Stop them they don't have to wear seatbelts around their tits because 1 year that was genuinely their outfit, literally just seatbelts around the tits. Yeah. And put them in something that's still, you know, flattering and looks good and says what you want it to say about your brand, but have blokes there too. And yeah, there might be fewer men who will be going for those jobs or whatever, but they're still there. They're brand ambassadors. Change it from being a promo girl and a grid girl. You're there as a brand ambassador. You should put requirements in place. You have to know what you're advertising. Have to know who you're working for. You have to know what you're selling, because you are there to promote that brand. So if we change this whole mindset from promo girls and grid girls to brand ambassadors, or whatever you want to call it, promotional staff who are actually there to do a job, you know, don't just have them standing there holding a sign and posing and what have you. Have them actually out there like selling the product, educating people about what's being sold, taking down data so that that's actually useful for the company, rather than just standing there posing for pictures or you know, whatever they do. And I mean, there is like an experiential component though to going to a race, right? Like you're there to. When I was in America, we worked with this firm they worked for one of our clients, and then we'd come together with this agency. And this guy, man, he was a fucking stud, like suits kind of stud dude, you know. And he just said 3 words, everything. He's like 3 words, bro, big and sexy. Big and sexy, big and sexy, big and sexy. And he'd say it over, and I was just like, fuck this guy with this big and sexy. But that's what it is. That's what sells, man. Big and sexy. And it's like, why are we going and racing these fucking insanely fast cars around in a circle? It's big and sexy. Yeah. It's an experience. Adrenaline. Like you're this average punter that lives the life that he lives, and then, you know, for the majority of people that you're working this 9 to 5 existence, that your days are mostly the same, and then you get once a year Clipsal 500 rolls into town, and it's a fucking carnival. You know, like you want to see the big sexy cars, you want to see the big budgets, the big haulers, the hot girls. Like, I mean, fuck, I guess like, and the hot blokes,
and there's some fucking good looking dudes there as well. But you know, like there's an experiential component. Like you guys are selling an experience. Like, come and see this pinnacle of, you know, what we're doing in the country and in motorsports. Like V8 Supercars, like that is our pinnacle. So I mean, there is like an experiential component there, and it's like, you're not making the cars look shit. So why would you make the people that are involved with I don't know, I mean, maybe there's a bunch of holes in my argument.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like there is, again, just maybe we don't have to overthink certain things like this. Maybe things don't have to change. Maybe there's ways that, like you said, you can just put some processes in place where it's like, let's make sure maybe these people have some connection to motorsports. Maybe these people have connections to the industry, or there is certain requirements that it becomes more of a genuine thing. But just to cut a person's opportunity because they're great looking and have a fucking good set of tits, like, is that fair? Like, is there equality in that? Like, we'd be doing that to kind of champion equality, but then it's like, where's the equality in that? Like, sorry, you're too hot. Oh, okay, so what game are we really playing here?
No, I don't. I've been asked a few times over the years about, like, especially when like the Miss Supercars thing was axed, and then Supercars changed their rules. Actually, Supercars has handled this so well. They didn't tell sponsors that they can't have promo girls. They gave guidelines on how they should approach promotional stuff. And I think Monster are the only ones who haven't adopted those guidelines, and they still have that. But because that's their global marketing strategy, and they're not about to change for
and also they inject a boat ton of cash into, you know, like all industries of sport and motorsport as well.
Monster, do you mean?
Just like globally, you know what I mean? Like, it's like you said, it's a bigger part of the sport, and it's like, man, we'd lose a lot more if Monster pulled, you know what I mean? Like, if Monster pulls the pin over something like that, it's
exactly,
just, we'd lose a lot.
Totally, and that's why the Supercars handled it so well. Yeah, you hit the nail on the head there. I remember the year that the Clipsal girls were banned, which was like 2016, I want to say. I got a call from one of the TV journalists when we were flying down, and she said, we need to get a comment from one of your drivers on the Clipsal girls being banned. And I went, we don't have anything to say on that. It is what it is. We don't have anything to say. And she kept pushing me. She's like, okay, well, can you give an official team statement? And I was like, we don't have promo girls. It's not something that we want to comment on. Well, remind me who your team is again? Red Bull Racing Australia. So you have the Red Bull girls. I went, no.
By proxy?
No, and she was like, she kept pushing me. She said, yeah, you get the girls who hand out the cans. I went, the Wings teams, they're not promo girls. They're hired as marketers. They're hired,
they're a part of a team.
Student brand managers or Wings teams or whatever they're called. And they're there promoting a product. You ask any one of those girls who's handing out cans at events and sampling about the product, they know everything that there is to know. They can tell you everything. They are so well educated on what they're selling. And she's like, and she kept pushing me. She's like, are you telling me that they don't walk around in small clothes? I went, what those girls wear is not my business. They wear what they're comfortable in, and I'm not making any comment on what Red Bull do or don't require their staff to wear when they're out there sampling. And I was like, I'm about to hang up on you. But I think that what Red Bull do with the Wings teams is a great example of how it can work well, because these girls are usually at university. They're Wings teams on the side.
There are certain requirements to be one of those girls.
Yeah, and a lot of them then have great careers at Red Bull. A lot of them then go into a permanent job when they come out of uni working for Red Bull, and it's an awesome career path. And so what Red Bull do with what the equivalent would be, what this journalist clearly thought was a grid girl or a promo girl, what Red Bull are actually doing is really, really good, and they've done it for years. It's been, it's been how they market to students between the Wings teams and the student brand ambassadors. It's what they've been doing for years, and it's obviously highly successful. And then they get like people like us to go in, like our engineers will go in and do a lecture to the engineering students and stuff that are organised by the student brand ambassadors and Wings teams, and it's kind of all encompassing, and it's a really good holistic approach to marketing. But we've kind of diverted from the promo girls, grid girls, women in motorsport thing.
I like tangents. I feel like it makes the time. It really fills the time with interesting things. So
deviate all that you want, because it is a great argument. Like, obviously I've got a super close relationship with Red Bull, and man, I've got people that I work closely with that are in like really high positions at Red Bull that are female staff that were wings teams.
Yeah, totally. It's a great way of finding talent at a young age and bringing them up to work in the Red Bull way. You know, we talk about bringing staff through and learning the 888 way and having them accustomed to the way we do things from a young age. And you talk about, is there more value in bringing in somebody from outside who has a lot of experience, or is there more value in bringing somebody up from the bottom, within, you know, from the start of their careers, and teaching them how we do things and getting them to you know, into the 888 mentality from an early age, and getting them on our bandwagon. You know, both have merits and both have disadvantages, but that's what Red Bull do. They get you on board, or they get the wings teams and student brand ambassadors on board at a young age, and they sometimes get, you know, entire careers out of them.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.